Now rules for finding particular integrals. Particular integral, an equation of the form f of t into y equal to f of x. That is a non-homogeneous differential equation is given. Now to find the particular integral, we have the formula. So Pi is the short form, that is particular integral. Pi is 1 by f of d f of x. So it is the formula for particular integral. Just we have to take the denominator function as f of d and the numerator function as f of x. That is the right hand side of the given equation. Now the rule 1 is for exponential function. Suppose the right hand side is exponential function is there, just we have to use the rule 1. So here in this case we have to replace d equal to a whenever the denominator functional value is not equal to 0. So just we have to replace or put d equal to a whenever the denominator functional value is not equal to 0. Suppose f of a equal to 0, that means while putting d equal to a, the denominator value is 0, then we have to differentiate the denominator function and we have to take the numerator as x, and then we have to replace d equal to a in denominator, that is x by f dash of a into e power ax. Just we have to differentiate f dash of f of d with respect to d, that is f dash of d. In that we have to put d equal to a, that is f dash of a, and we have to take a numerator as x. So whenever f of a is equal to 0, suppose f dash of a is also equal to 0, then this case is also failure. In such case, we have to differentiate again with respect to d. That is, the function of d is again differentiated so that we will get f double dash of d. In that, we have to take d equal to a. That is f double dash of a. And we have to take numerator as x square. Just we have to increase the degree of x in numerator, that is x square. So that is x square by f double dash of a into e power ax whenever f double dash of a is not equal to 0. Suppose f double dash of a is equal to 0, then this case is also known as a failure case. In such case, we have to again differentiate the denominator function with respect to d, so that we will get f triple dash of d, and then we have to put d equal to a, and then the numerator function, that is x square, which is added as 1, that is x cube can be taken, that is x power is increased, that is x cube we have to take. We have to take this process until we have to get the denominator value is not equal to 0, that is a non-zero, while putting d equal to a. So we have to follow these values not equal to 0 while putting d equal to a. So it is the working rule or procedure whenever the right hand side of the given equation having a exponential function like e power ax, that means e power 2x, e power x, e power 3x is there, just use the first case. Whenever e power minus ax is also there, then just we have to use case 1. In that we have to put d equal to minus a whenever e power minus ax is there. So here we have to put d equal to a, that is the denominator is not equal to 0. When the denominator is equal to 0, then the case is known as failure case. In such case, we have to take x numerator and we have to differentiate denominator f dash of d and put d equal to a. Suppose the denominator function is again 0, then we have to take x square as numerator and we have to differentiate the denominator function, that's we will get f double dash of d, and that we have to take d equal to a. So here the process is expanded whenever the denominator is not equal to 0 while putting d equal to 0, d equal to a whenever e power ax is there. Whenever e power minus ax is there, put d equal to minus a, minus 3 d square y by dx square plus y equal to e power x plus 1. So we have to find only particular integral of this third order differential equation. For this, first we have to write the operator form of the given equation, which is obtained just by replacing d by dx with capital D. So and d cube by dx cube with d cube, d square by dx square with d square. So it is the operator form of the given equation. Now we have to solve this equation and we have to obtain only particular integral. So to obtain particular integral, we will have a formula. The particular integral is 1 by f of d capital X. That is 1 by f of d means, what is f of d here? The 2d cube minus 3d square plus 1. is f of d, just taken as here, and x, capital X means right side of the equation. So what is the right side of the equation here? E power x plus e power 0. Now splitting or operating with the function of d, so we will get 1 by 2d cube minus 3d square plus 1 e power x plus 1 by 2d cube minus 3d square plus 1 e power 0. Now it is about case 1 because the exponential function is there. Whenever the exponential function is there, just use rule 1. So only exponential function is there, just use rule 1. So here, what is a here? Comparing with e power ax, d equal to a, that is a d equal to 1. So here we have to put d equal to 1. Here we have to put d equal to 0 because e power 0x is there, d value is 0 here. In first term, putting d equal to 1, we will get 2d cube minus 3d square plus 1. Putting d equal to 1, 2 into 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square plus 1. And simplifying, we will get x e power x by 6d square minus 6d. Because while putting d equal to 1, we are getting 0. So that just we have to replace x here in numerator x, because the case is known as failure case. Put x as a numerator and the denominator function should be differentiated. So what is the derivative of 2d cube? 6d square. 2 constant, d cube derivative 3d square. 3d square into 2 is 6d square. Minus 3d square derivative is minus 6d into e power x plus, while putting t equal to 0, we are getting non-zero number, that is 1. That is a 2 into 0 cube minus 3 into 0 square plus 1. That is 1 by 1 is 1. 1 into e power 0 is 1. So plus 1. So x e power x by 6d square minus 6d. But here again we have to put d equal to 1. While putting d equal to 1, we are getting 0. So that we have to increase the power of x, that is x square should be taken here, and then the denominator function should be differentiated with respect to d. 6d square derivative is 12d minus 6d derivative is 6. Now again we have to put d equal to 1. So putting d equal to 1, we are getting 12 into 1 is 12, 12 minus 6. But what is the 12 minus 6? 6. Thus we will get a non-zero number. So just we have to stop the procedure. So while putting d equal to 1, we are getting 0. Just we have to reattach x in numerator. The denominator is differentiated with respect to d. Again we are getting 0, so that we have to take x square as numerator. The denominator function is again differentiated with respect to d. Again putting d equal to 1, we are getting a non-zero number, so that the procedure is stopped here. So that is x square by 6 into e power x plus 1 is the required particular integral. So now to solve the equation, 4d square minus 4d plus 1 of y is 100. So this 100 can be written as 100 into e power 0x, so that the problem is related to rule 1. So to find the particular integral, we have to use the rule 1 here. So now to solve the equation, non-homogeneous equation, the corresponding homogeneous equation is 4d square minus 4d plus 1 of y equal to 0. So what is the quite difference between non-homogeneous and homogeneous? Non-homogeneous means right hand side is function is there. Homogeneous means just we have to take the right hand side as 0. So first we will solve the homogeneous equation, that is obtained d equal to m, replacing d equal to m and equating to 0. Thus equation is known as auxiliary equation. Now solving auxiliary equation, we are getting two roots here. The two roots are real numbers and equal numbers, same numbers. Thus we will have CF, that is a complementary function, is c1 plus c2x into e power 1 by 2 into x. That is 1 by 2 into x is x by 2. It is complementary function. Find the particular integral, consider pi. So what is the pi here? Pi equal to 1 by f of d into capital X, that is 1 by 2d minus 1 whole square into x. What is the right hand side of the function here? Given equation here, 100. But this 100 can be taken as 100 into e power 0x. So put d equal to 0, we are getting 2 into 0 minus 1 whole square. So 2 into 0 minus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1. So 100 by 1 square is 100. So thus we are getting non-zero number. So it is the required particular integral. The complete solution or general solution, it is the addition of two solutions, that is a CF and PI. But what is the CF here? C1 plus C2x into e power half x, and particular integral is 100. Just we have to add these two solutions so that we are getting complete solution or general solution. Now, essay type question, important sum. So, solve the differential equation d square plus 40 plus 13 of y is 2 into e power minus x. So, it is a non-homogeneous differential equation because the right hand side function is there, and the right hand side function is exponential function, especially it is known as rule 1 related sum. Now, to solve this, first we have to consider homogeneous, that is taking right hand side 0 of the given equation, and considering the auxiliary equation, which is replacing d equal to m in f of d. So that is a d equal to m square plus 4m plus 13, which is equated to 0, and solving this equation to get the roots. For this we have to use the formula, that is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, so that the equation in m is compared with am square plus bm plus c equal to 0. A is here 1, b is 4, and c is 13. So replacing these values, we are getting two roots, that is imaginary roots. Those are minus 1 plus or minus 3a. These two roots are imaginary roots of the form alpha plus or minus I beta. So here alpha is minus 1 and beta is 3. So replacing these, the complementary function should be e power alpha x into c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. So replacing alpha as minus 1 and beta as a 3, so that we can define the complementary function. Now the particular integral formula, what is the formula here? 1 by f of d, right hand side function, that is 1 by f of d means what is f of d here? D square plus 40 plus 3, and the right hand side function is 2 into e power minus x. So 2 is a constant, just take it outside of the integral operator, that is 1 by f of d is the integral operator here. Just we have to take 2 as common, and we have to replace d equal to minus 1 because e power minus x is compared with e power ax. So that a value is minus 1, so that we have to put d equal to minus 1. Putting d equal to minus 1, we are getting non-zero number, that is a 1 by 10. So 2 by 10 is nothing but 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into e power minus x. It is the required particular integral. Now the complete solution or the general solution is the addition of two solutions, that is complementary function and particular integral. So it is the required general solution. Now we have to solve the equation of third order, that is d cube plus 3d minus 4 of y is sine h2x plus 7. So it is the third order differential equation. First we have to write the auxiliary equation, which is obtained replacing d equal to m. That we will get m cube plus 3m square minus 4 equal to 0. Clearly one of the root is minus 1, and the remaining two roots are obtained from using the synthetic division method. So using synthetic division method, we are getting remaining two roots. Those two roots are 2 here. Thus we will have three roots are m equal to minus 1, 2, 2. So first the root is a real root and distinct one, that is m equal to minus 1, so that c1 e power minus x we have to write. And the remaining two roots are real and equal roots, so that we have to take c2 plus c3x into e power 2x. It is a complementary function. Now to find the particular integral, the formula is 1 by f of d capital X. So, but what is capital X here? The right hand side of function is sine h2x plus 7, but sine h2x can be written as e power 2x minus e power minus 2x by 2 plus 7. Now splitting the fraction and operating with 1 by f of d, that is 1 by d square plus d cube plus 3d square minus 4. So operating with this, so we are getting three terms here. So it should be yp1, yp2, yp3. Now we have to solve the three particular. Yp1 is half into e power 2x by d cube plus 3d square minus 4. Now it can be written as, the denominator expression can be written as the product of a linear and quadratic polynomial, that is a d plus 1 into d minus 2 whole square. Now putting d equal to 2, we are getting 0 in d minus 2 whole square. So that we have to, don't replace d equal to 2 in d minus 2 whole square, but put d equal to 2 in d plus 1. So that we will get 2 plus 1 is a 3, that is 1 by 3. Now here we have to take x square as numerator, and then the denominator function should be 2 into e power 2x. Thus we will get x square e power 2x by 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3 is 12. So that is just first we have to differentiate the function d minus 2 whole square. We are getting 2 into d minus 2, and then putting d equal to 2, we are getting 0. So that again we have to differentiate, so that we have to get d equal to 1. So thus we will get putting d equal to 2, we are getting non-zero number. Thus we will stop the procedure, so that we were getting the solution as x square e power 2x by 12. So easily we can obtain the solution. Now e power minus 2x by 2 into d cube plus 3d square minus 4. Again we have to write the denominator expression as a d plus 1 into d minus 2 whole square. Now putting d equal to minus 2. In both of the expressions we can replace d equal to minus 2 clearly. So putting d equal to minus 2 and then simplifying, we are getting yp2. And last one is 7 by d cube plus 3d square minus 4. Here 7 is constant, just to take it outside. And the constant 1 can be written as e power 0x, so that we have to put d equal to 0. While putting d equal to 0, clearly we are getting non-zero number, that is minus 4. Thus we will obtain yp3. These three, yp1, yp2, yp3 are added, so that we will get yp. Hence the complete solution is y equal to yc plus yp1 plus yp2 plus yp3. So just adding these three with the addition of the complementary function, so we are getting the complete solution or general solution. So here the another problem is there, that is solve d cube minus 3d square plus 4 of y is 1 plus e power minus x whole cube. So it is a non-homogeneous differential equation. Now we have to solve the first we have to solve the homogeneous differential equation, which is obtained by taking right hand side as 0. We have to solve the homogeneous DE. First we have to take the auxiliary equation. We have to find the roots of the auxiliary equation by using synthetic division. So we here the three roots are minus 1, 2, 2. Now complementary function should be written by the nature of the roots. That is, the first root is a real and a distinct root, and remaining two roots are real and equal roots. So that the complementary is a function is defined as like this. Now particular integral, it is 1 by f of d into right hand side function, that is 1 by d cube minus 3d square plus 4, and the right hand side function is 1 plus e power minus x whole cube. It is expanded by using a plus b whole cube formula, that is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So using the formula we have to expand it, and then we have to operate the function of d 1 by f of d with these expression, so that we will get four particular integrals. Those are yp1, yp2, yp3, yp4. Now we have to solve these particular integrals separately, and then we have to add these particular integrals to get the required particular integral. So yp1 is 1 by d cube minus 3d square plus 4, and e1 can be written as e power 0x, so that put d equal to 0, we are getting non-zero number. Now second case is putting d equal to minus 3, we are getting non-zero number. In third case we have to put d equal to minus 2, so that we are getting non-zero number. And the last one is nothing but putting d equal to minus 1, we are getting 0, so that we have to take x as a numerator, and the denominator expression should be differentiated with respect to d, so that we are getting x e power minus x by 3. So here we have to put d equal to minus 1 here, that is minus 1 whole square, 1 minus 4 into minus 1 is plus 4 plus 4. So in this expression we have to replace d equal to minus 1, but here we do not replace d equal to minus 1, because while putting d equal to minus 1, the denominator value is 0, so that we are getting 0 in denominator. So denominator is 0, then any number by 0 is undefined, so that we have to differentiate it. D plus 1 derivative is d derivative is 1, 1 derivative is 0. That is 1 should be multiplied in denominator. Thus we will get the particular integral value is x e power minus x by 3. So all these four particular integrals should be added to get the particular integral pi value, and the pi is added with the complementary function cf to get the required complete solution.